Welcome to What's the 4-in-1, your smart source for urban, lifestyle, and entertainment news. I'm Kizzy Cox.
I'm Onika McLean.
And I'm Keisha Wilson.
Hey, ladies.
Hey.
How are you?
Good. Amazing. So, yes, I hear you have some Jeffrey Epstein news for us.
Oh, so let me tell you. They done killed. Oh, no. Okay, let me tell you what happened. Let me tell you what happened. I'm going to act like a real reporter. So Jeffrey, the last time we reported about Jeffrey Epstein, he was denied a bail, right? Remember? And they locked him up and they took his passport away and those jets and all stuff. But guess what happened? So he was in the MDC, which is the Federal Correctional Facility.
MCC, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Was in the Federal Correctional Facility, which is the Federal Correctional Facility here in New York City. Mm-hmm. And he tried to commit suicide.
Right. In the fetal position on the ground, bruises to his neck. They take him out and
they put him on suicide watch. They take him off suicide watch. Then they take his cellmate and move the cellmate. So the cellmate is not there. He's not on suicide watch, and the correction officers were overworked and underpaid, and one of them wasn't actually a correction officer. The story gets a little bit more murky. Right?
Wow.
So needless to say, at the top of the hour, he got smoked. I mean, he killed himself.
I like how you did that.
It's what. And the medical examiner says that he had broken bones in his throat. Mm-hmm. Now, I don't know how you break throat bones except from like choking, strangulation, but I mean, whatevs. All I'm saying is he had a list, right? That he had a list. Now I was like, why would he have a list? And as soon as somebody else said he had a list, one of his high-powered, friends, it was like, he gotta go. So now the question to the audience is, I'm from East New York. I'm sorry. Yeah. Okay. The question for the audience is, chime in. What do you guys think happened? Like, come on with the conspiracy theories, because I'm just saying, I got one. I have a whole theory, but I'm not going to do it because a lot of comedians get shut down for the stuff they say.
Oh my God! Well, you know that one. Trump certainly had his conspiracy theories that the Clintons were involved somehow, some kind of way. So he always bringing in something. I'm not saying I don't know, but people are saying that. Yeah,
people are saying as I tweeted, what you gonna do? You the president? Why are you retweeting? That's hilarious. That you are the president. You if I send you a video.
Time to tweet.
You can tweet
all the time. For tweeting and watching TV and watching Fox and Friends.
Barack Obama was tweeting. I'm just saying he wasn't retweeting.
I don't remember him tweeting all this stuff while he was president.
Exactly.
I don't remember any president in the social media era that tweeted as much as this guy.
Excuse me, it could only be Barack Obama, and he tweeted. He started
like this.
Yeah, well, that was because Twitter existed during his presidency. Like this. That's why, but not at this level.
He sent emails like every damn day.
But not at this level.
No,
you have to send emails.
But he's not doing it. I think Donald Trump is really tweeting. Like, I think he's like, and I said, fuck y'all. Like, I think it's him. Like, I don't think Barack Obama had a team of young people tweeting for him to make him seem cool. This is Trump. Like he tweets like your mother. Like, your mother tweet with all caps. Yeah, and you're like, Mom, you're yelling. You're like, oh, I didn't know.
Oh my, you know what? I can't even laugh about it. I just get angry. All right.
Why? Okay. If you don't laugh, you cry. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well,
could you imagine him tweeting and his whole cabinet like?
Everybody does that all the time. Even his supporters don't like him tweeting so much.
The head of the communications, Sarah Sanders Huckabee. Oh my gosh, that's got to be one of the worst jobs.
She's probably sitting under the couch.
Well, now she's happy because she's not there anymore.
She's not there anymore. And they haven't had any more press briefings. Like
nobody wants that job.
They just stopped.
Wait a minute,
she's gone. She's gone
this week.
No, like
she's been gone for a while.
Yeah,
but imagine that job.
She just came to his defense recently. I saw her on the news program.
Of course she would. Of course she would.
She wants to get the next job.
Yeah, it's crazy. Listen. Well, let's move on from Trump. Start spilling some tea on my favorite, What's my favorite? Yo, Onika, you know. Wendy Williams.
How you doing? Wendy Williams your favorite?
She's my favorite. She's my favorite. I love talking about her.
She's really a Wendy supporter. When I didn't support Wendy in something, she let me do it. Wendy, you're the best.
I didn't say that. You know what I mean? I just respect. I
respect
like her
her too.
I like
She's
it.
real. Like, not when she was with Kevin, but after she left Kevin, and I was like, she ain't leaving.
She left.
And
Hot
she
girl
left.
summer.
Yeah,
And she left and she dated. And it was all like in real time. And I know that had to be so fast for her.
Oh, yeah, of course. Well, her fans are kind of upset with her because recently she revealed that she is still friends with her estranged husband, Kevin Hunter. And one fan stated on the Shade Room's Instagram post, they said, "Forgiveness and love are two powerful things. She needs to focus on a friendship with herself first. It's too soon. She clearly still loves him and is hurting. That's no surprise, and it's okay. But she needs to work on self-love now, heal, and only then can she truly forgive." I've been there, Wendy. I tried to forget and called it forgiving. So my question to you guys is,
that's good.
Yeah, that's good. I don't know who that was, but yeah, she's on the Shade post, the Shade Room Instagram post. So I'm thinking with you guys, what do you think? Do you think that Wendy Williams should be friends with Kevin Hunter? Do you guys think it's too soon?
I think she should be friendly because regardless of everything, they have a child together. And they're going to be in that child's life forever. And there's going to be times where that son may have major events in his life. The son is at college. He's going to, we hope he's going to graduate. They want to be there for that. If he gets married, I mean, there's all these different milestones, events that will come up in their son's life. And it would just make everything easier if they're cordial at minimum. I don't think they have to be best friends. I don't think they need to go out and have drinks and all this stuff. But if she feels like she can be cordial with him, I don't see an issue with it.
But I think that she should be friends with him if she can. You know what happens? Because it's like she was friends with him before they got married.
Right.
And a lot of these couples have these kind of things going on. You know what I'm I think that Wendy got mad about the baby.
But listen, okay, well she also went on Sirius XM's Radio Andy, and she said that she knew for years that he was living a double life with the mistress, Sharina Hudson.
And
well,
he
he's been
him.
a serial cheater because in her book, Wendy's book from way back when, she detailed when she found out
when she was pregnant.
Yeah.
But so that's who he's been. I think that probably the loneliness probably is a factor too, because if you've been with somebody for 20 years, you kind of like lean on them for a lot of stuff, and she has been kind of like insulated as it relates to him, so she probably doesn't trust a lot of people, and now she is Wendy Williams, you know what I'm trying to say? So like she probably used him as a protector.
Oh, he was definitely controlling. He definitely
controlled
who had access to her and all.
Right, but not all the slaves left when they got free. You know what I'm trying to say? So that's kind of hard. It's kind of hard.
I like that.
So then it would not be a good thing for her to be friends with him right now. Maybe she needs some distance right now. Maybe that's what she needs to do.
But what she needs in her mind is a sense of if I can't have you, then at least I can have you in my life. You know what I'm trying to say? She's probably going through something like that.
Yeah, but I think then the woman is right. You know, the person who put this post up. Like, I tried to forget and called it forgiving and kind of moved into something a little bit too fast and maybe got things very confused.
20 years is a long time.
It's a really long time.
And especially if you've been dealing with domestic violence and abuse. Like, the captives, you don't leave. You know what I mean? That's why I kept saying, she's not going to leave him.
No,
she's not going to leave him.
Remember she said, if there was ever a baby, I'm out. She did have her line in the sand, and he knew. You know what I mean? Like, he knew.
And then in her interview, one of her interviews, she intimated that she was really stayed for her son, but that she didn't feel like she just needed to get up in the middle of the night and take the son and go away. I forgot which interview this was. So I think her son and having a 2-parent household, I think, was something that was important to her, and so she felt like that's where she just needed to stay in that relationship. I mean, I I never understood staying for the kids. I mean, but I'm not.
I don't either.
I'm not a parent.
Exactly, you're a parent.
I'm
Exactly,
a parent.
so maybe that's what you feel.
And you don't really stay for the kids. You stay for yourself. You just blame the kids. You know what I mean? You don't want to leave. That's what that is.
Yeah, maybe you want the help too.
But not even the help. Sometimes when you haven't, when you have grown up in that environment, you want to replicate that. And sometimes when you haven't, you're like, I don't want to do that to my children. I know how I felt not having a dad. So then you want your kids to have a dad.
It is for the kids. But this is my other question though. Like, do you think now that she's admitted that she knew that he was in, this relationship all these years, and she claimed to everybody, we have this great marriage. Do you think she loses credibility? Do you think her fans care that?
I think that
I think they still loved her anyway.
Lost credibility, but I think that she spills the tea, and everybody's always gonna go back to that girlfriend that's like, girl, let me tell you, even though you know. You know what I'm trying to say? I know she's gonna talk about me too, but it's like you're still like, girl, right? You still talking to her?
Yeah,
because she got the tea.
I think she had. Yeah, I think that's what it is.
She's loved her. She's
a guilty pleasure.
She still made moves and still got extensions for her TV show. So people still love her.
She's the girl that gives you the tea. She's the queen of mean.
All right, ladies, we move from one couple separating and talk about another one who is getting together and expanding their family. Ladies, most of you know that singer Cassie used to date Diddy, a.k.a. Puff Daddy, a.k.a. Puff, a.k.a. Sean Combs.
Yeah, he got a lot of names.
He got a lot of, I still call him Puff, but, I'm still old school with mine. Well, they used to date for a long time, he and Cassie.
Like 12 years.
It's been a long time.
Right.
And she recently kicked him to the curb because she had enough of his non-committal ways and moved on to a new man named Alex Fine, which is a very fitting name if you've seen his picture.
Is he like a billionaire from like Dubai?
No, he's a bullfighter is what I read. A professional bullfighter.
Oh, interesting.
This is what I read on the interwebs.
Okay.
Well, they are expecting a baby girl, and they are reportedly engaged.
Oh, so Diddy probably don't want children either.
Well, he's got 6, so he's good. He's good.
Yeah, but he likes younger women, so.
Yeah.
I just think he was just stringing her along. That's what it is. So.
I think that's.
I think that he's gonna string it. I think he wants to be a bachelor.
And there's nothing wrong with that. Just be a bachelor. So,
oh shit,
Diddy.
That was bitter in your voice.
No, just don't play games. Be a bachelor if that's what you want to do.
I agree. Yeah.
See? So Diddy, never one to want for company, has been seen in the company of Lori Harvey, who is 21, and they were spotted in Italy.
Young. Oh my God.
Yes.
But Diddy's like what, 49
or something? 49.
God, he's getting her daddy.
Yeah, it's very Chester-esque, but
Chester the molester.
Very Chester-esque.
Seems like she's ready.
Oh wow! Too soon, Onika. Too soon.
Is it though? But Diddy was chilling with Lori Harvey and her parents, Steve and Marjorie, in Italy, sparking rumors of that they were dating. And perhaps a proposal. So ladies, do you think that Diddy and Lori are actually a couple, or is this a reaction to his breakup with Cassie and her subsequent announcements about babies and engagement?
Man,
what did he say?
Listen, I think that he's going through a midlife crisis is what I think. When you're 49 and you're going out with a 21-year-old, like whatever it is.
But that happens so often.
It does.
They
but I also
say
think
half
it's a
your
midlife
age
crisis.
plus 10, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
there's like a whole rule about this. Like when men date younger women, you can go half your age plus 10. Yeah. And then that's appropriate.
Because what at 21, what does she have? What do they talk about? He is 49.
Instagram. He's an artist.
Kids
kids probably our age.
Yes. He used to date Justin.
Oh my goodness.
Messi with a capital Messi.
No.
So does that mean anytime that Lori came over to see Justin was, Puff giving her the little look-see?
No, because she was probably 17. They don't start looking at you until you're 21.
Who knows?
Seems like you're ready.
So I just need to know what Justin is thinking about this, as because the pictures I've seen of the two of them, it's not platonic. They're doing something.
Right.
Poor Justin. Where's the live feed on him? We need to know if he's okay.
That's okay. I think that's men, and that's like the pops.
That's your dad.
Okay, so that's on her, in his mind.
You think so? You think he gives his dad a pass for that? I don't know.
No.
His dad is Puff Daddy. Like, they don't have regular lives like us.
But all the 21-year-olds
like us.
Out of all the 21-year-olds that would spend time with Puff, Diddy, whatever, he had to choose that one?
Maybe she pushed up on him. You know, these young girls are so aggressive. I think that Puffy should just, be careful, because Marjorie Harvey is her mama. And I read the story of how Steve Harvey and Marjorie Harvey got together.
The apple don't fall too far from the tree, they say.
He was already successful, and she frequented the comedy club and kind of like did the googly eyes.
And there was some overlap.
Yeah, there was a little overlap.
Relationship between the end of marriage and the start of theirs.
Well, now, the plot thickens. We're going to see what happens.
Well, if I'm going to raise a daughter, I'm going to raise a daughter like that. I'm just trying.
You know what? I'm done. Like that ratchetness. All right.
What?
You know what?
I beg your pardon.
You know what? We're gonna take a break, and when we come
that's
back,
one way not to have student loans.
I'm just saying, you sitting here drowning in debt.
I feel like I might have been bamboozled. I was told to go to school, get your college degree, you're going to make all this money, and these chicks with no education, but...
Or talking to Bernie Sanders.
And the President
of the United States, getting people come home from jail. They coming home from jail.
Flying on PJs.
All for home video. I'm just saying,
look.
Y'all really took it there. Wow. Y'all took it all the way.
Where's the lie, though?
Oh, my God.
Where's the lie?
Oh.
Where's the lie?
I'm just saying, I always say the same thing, and this is going to be bad. So
I might have issues with my mom with that, because she told me the wrong things.
Can I get her? I'm just saying, you did all the things that the people told you that you need to do, and I'm just saying, did the result come? Where are the results?
I wouldn't be a statistic with student loan debt. See,
that's what I'm saying.
Look,
that's what I'm saying.
Maybe I can get one of those retired ballers.
They said,
I'm too old for these young Thundercats. I'm not even
the 50, the 55.
You gotta get an old coach. You gotta get an old coach, an old owner, just be sitting outside the game. You looking for something chocolate?
We're gonna take a break. We're gonna take a break. When we come back, they will have calmed down. And we'll bring you the rest of the show. Keep it locked. So, the Real Housewives of Atlanta, they got their little Caribbean on, and they went to Caribana in Toronto. Have you guys ever went?
No.
Oh my God,
Bucket
it's
list.
so good. It's so good. It's so much fun. So they went there, and Tanya Sam threw this whole little house party, and guess who showed up?
Who?
Oh, Idris Elba. I always like for Idris Elba to show up.
No.
He could just show up.
No.
That's another one with a young buck wife.
Yeah. But no, it wasn't him. It was Dennis McKinley. So you remember Porsha Williams's...
The hot dog man.
Who was, definitely the hot dog man who they were engaged, and then they weren't engaged, and then...
Hot dogs?
Yeah, he's got a hot dog empire.
He does. Yeah, he's a businessman. He's a whole businessman.
People like hot dogs, Onika.
Why are you saying it like that? You're so aggressive. What's wrong with you? Hot dogs aren't real meat. It's like Spam.
It's not my cup of tea. But
I'm just saying. But you were like team hot dog for 2 seconds there. Okay.
And team job, team business.
You
That's what
he sells hot dogs.
But he has a business.
I thought he had a stand. I mean, I'm sorry. It's the Housewives of Atlanta. Okay, sorry.
anyway.
Ain't none of them was married, so I'm just okay.
He showed up. And he proposed to Porsha again. And she said yes.
This the baby daddy?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So remember we were talking about how he had supposedly been cheating, and then she stopped following him on Instagram.
But I thought they said
and
he was
our
a
family.
con artist that did cocaine.
Well, they said a whole lot of things.
Okay.
But none of that matters now because they're back together.
So marriage trumps cocaine and conning. Like marriage is the thing for everyone. Marriage is a thing.
But I mean, they were already engaged. That was the thing. So it's kind of like weird
that
she
the ring back.
Did
they use the same ring?
I think so. I think it's the same
See,
ring.
I would feel
It's not the same ring.
If I had
I think you gotta
the same
return
ring.
it and get a new one.
Well, it's a big ring. It's
I don't
Because she
care,
didn't
but-
marry you with the first one.
Yeah, so that ring had bad luck because that's what Beyonce said about Jay-Z. She said we had to get married again because you messed up the first rings.
Okay.
You gotta listen to the lyrics.
You would like that if you were engaged to somebody.
I don't think if
and
I was
you broke
engaged to
up,
someone and I broke up with them,
you
we'd
want
be
them-
broken up. Like, I don't think I would take them back. I mean, if the
I'd
rumors
take you back.
if the rumors are true and he was doing all that stuff to her, do you think she would take him back? Think about it.
Yeah, a lot of women take men back all the time.
So you believe the rumor. So you believe that he was doing all that stuff and
I mean,
he
I
was
don't
cheating
know.
and all
I
that
don't
stuff.
believe. I don't care.
I mean, a lot of women
But-
on the show were talking about it. So usually, when there's smoke, there's a little bit of fire.
Yeah,
So
but
there was, it was coming from a couple people's different people's mouths.
But
So
women since the beginning of time, men have done a bunch of stuff. Like, I mean, I'm just glad that I'm not a woman from the 40s where you got to be like, go down the street and get your grandfather from Miss Mabel house and tell him that I'm
That's so
having
sad.
a baby.
That's so sad,
Like
but it's true,
that
though.
is,
It's
but
true,
women
though.
have to deal with
Yeah,
that. I mean,
yeah.
now we just look on Instagram and be like, who's in his DM and what is he doing? But they
Right.
had to totally just accept that. So we
Yeah,
have come
yeah.
a long way. And so women, like, some people are sorry when they cheat and stuff. And some people are really remorseful after they know that you're going to be gone, and they come back. I mean, I haven't had it happen to me, but I'm not that nice of a person.
I love that.
But you know, a lot of Porsha's storylines from The Housewives has been her wanting to be married, wanting to have a kid, and feeling, I think, a rush. Because I remember one time she got back together with an ex-boyfriend, and then within
Cordell?
No. There was another one that someone she used to date when she was
really?
younger.
Okay.
And they reconnected, and then like within, I don't know, a few months of dating, she was already talking
Trying
about
to have a baby,
kids
yeah,
and coming up
Okay,
with
she's
baby
about that life.
about
It was
baby
It was a
contracts.
Johnson guy, but
Yeah.
he lived someplace
Yeah.
else.
Yeah,
I remember
yeah.
that.
She's about
baby.
that life.
So that's what she
wanted
wanted.
it.
So she got her baby. She had the fiance. So she strikes me as having some traditional values where
Yeah.
like she wants
Oh, definitely.
the baby needs to
Definitely.
come with the husband. Like she did it a little reverse. The baby came first, but a husband can't be too far behind.
Right.
And then I read an interview where they're talking about having more kids, and I can't
Yes,
imagine.
they do want more
I can't
kids.
imagine her having more kids without the husband. And she is probably feeling a little bit time crunched because she's nearing 40. And if she wasn't going to stay with this one, then that means she has to start the dating process all over again. Find
Another baby daddy.
somebody,
Which is
Another baby daddy.
tremendous.
Yeah.
find
that's a
somebody
lot.
who's suitable, and now time ticks because it took her a little bit to find this one.
Right.
So she's like, I might as well just stay with what I have because he's familiar to
Maybe
me.
that's Wendy Williams thinks the same thing. That's a
Do you
callback.
think it's a good thing?
No,
It's a question. Okay.
I think it's a individual thing. That's the thing, right? I know you're not even talking about blanket statements, but millennials, y'all like to leave. People from Generation X, we stay.
Oh my goodness.
Do you
Oh, my
remember not
goodness.
having a microwave in your house? Do you remember when you first got a microwave? You know what I'm trying to say? Like, y'all like instant stuff. Beep, 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 beep. We had to heat the Chinese food up, put it in the oven, put some water in the pan, let it steam. We had to wait. So sometimes you gotta
I
wait.
believe you find the connection between relationships and warming up food.
You used
But
to
all right.
waiting for somebody to get it
All right.
together. You know,
All
maybe when
right.
he get 53, he be like, you know what? I got my prostate problem. You was a good woman. You stayed around.
Why
We
should-
gonna be together.
you guys say that you's a good woman.
You know what? Oh my
You got
God.
prostate.
Oh my
Need
God.
my prostate want you back. Like what?
You know. Onika, you're crazy.
Sorry.
Okay.
I got. Is my story now?
No,
We'll see what happens with her.
Well, I read the interview. They're already trying for number 2. So
Hey,
yeah, well,
hey, stay. What you gonna do? You could be out here in these streets. You gonna find similar.
Shoo.
I'm just saying. Or you gotta get the girl with the bulletproof vest. You know, the one that be having on the sports bra. They be having the lines. You know, the girl that look like that. Okay, maybe y'all don't notice them in the street.
no. Do you? Here? What? Oh.
You mean like a lesbian?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, I'm like, what?
You mean a lesbian? Okay.
Bulletproof vest. And
I was like, what you talking about?
eyes in here, boots here.
I'm like, what's going on?
Yay, adios mío. Well, Onika makes us laugh because she's a comedian. And that leads us to our next topic about another comedian. And this person in question is Marlon Wayans. He recently had an interview where he had a few words for people on social media. They're trigger figures or Twitter fingers. I like to call them Twitter fingers. He said trigger fingers. They seem to get amped up in a negative fashion about jokes, which is causing a cancel culture, quote unquote, in comedy. So Nika, as the resident comedian here and rising star, what are your thoughts about this recent phenomenon about comedians getting canceled and how it's being escalated through social media?
It's stifling the community. It's really sad that that's happening, because what comedy is supposed to be is a mirror reflection of society, and that's sometimes blemishes and ugly and not so. We have to be able to look at it deeply and then ultimately laugh at it, right? Because laugh at my pain. People laugh at pain.
Right.
It has to be true. So I think that just this whole culture, and it's never going to change. So we just have to figure something better out. Have so much to say about everything. Like you don't even need to talk to me in my face and tell me what you think. You can just be in your little twin-size bed and tell me how you can rule the world. And
well, that's the thing too. That's the thing too. It amplifies. So one person says it, then the other person says it, and the other person, and it creates this whole echo chamber.
Yeah. Right. So then so what's going to happen? Everything's going to be politically correct, while everything's going to hell in a handbasket. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
So now you're going to just create a culture that everything looks right on the surface.
Well, that's why we got Donald Trump too, right? Because he wasn't about political correctness, and it was all about he tells it like it is and all that stuff. It does create a backlash when people feel like, we can't express what we really want to express.
Right.
It comes out in more
like
destructive ways.
Tell me how you really feel. You know what I'm trying to say? I'd rather an honest, harsh person than someone that just like softs me down and lies.
Right.
I mean, then I have to lick my wounds and have to just figure out maybe how to do better, because that's what comedy does. Then let's not even talk about it and pretend like it's not there.
But you know what? I remember, for example, when Dave Chappelle came back into comedy, and he did this whole show, and one of the parts of the show was he was talking about trans people, and he was like, whatever they are, or he, she, or something like that. And so it wasn't very uplifting to trans people, the trans community, and there was a backlash. But it's like, what do you think about that?
Someone is going to be the butt of the joke. If we're going to talk about the topic, right?
Let's say this: lots of trans women of color in particular, are getting killed, and so they're saying
a lot of babies are getting killed, a lot of women are getting killed, a lot of men are getting killed. It's not about comedy, because comedy only opens up the dialogue for it. They were going to get killed because of hate.
All right. Well, we have had
quite a show.
Great show, but it's come to an end.
Oh, man.
Do it. For this week's edition of What's the 411, your smart source for urban, lifestyle, and entertainment news.
Until next week, check out our website, www.whatsthe411.com.
But
wait, share this video. Take this video and just share it to your social media.
And hit us up on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, and subscribe to our YouTube channel at What's the 411 TV.
And remember to subscribe and download our podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and other podcast platforms. Also, listen to us on Amazon's Alexa Flash Briefing. Just say, Alexa, play What's the 411 Flash Briefing, and there will be. All right. I'm Kizzy Cox. Yes!
Take us home.
With my co-hosts, Onika McLean and Keisha Wilson. Thank you for spending your time with What's the 411.